undercard. Then we will have our super fights, 5 super fights, and of course 4 special fights between what should have been our title bout for the lightweight division, but will be just another matchup between Edgar Boca, the champion of the lightweight GP, against the reigning champion Cabelo Monteiro. But following this amazing bout, we have on the blue corner. This fight takes place in the Cruiserweight division, 85.1 kilos, 187 pounds. Current champion Matheus Nogueira from Teixeira team. On the blue corner, from Brasília but rooted in Itapuã, Federal District of Brazil. From Lutadores do Gueto Itapuã, Coach Marcelo Pirica. We saw that banner saying, fighting for people on the spectrum, for the autistic people. He is Ian Problema. Or as we can translate, Ian Trouble. He is debuting on WGP, but he has 8 fights and 8 wins, 5 by knockout on his record. Still undefeated. Taking his place on the red corner, from Aripuana, rooted in Barra do Garças. Shoot Combate is his team, with coach Reneide Caldeira. He is 26 years old, 190. Right-handed, 12 fights, 10 wins, 2 by knockout, 2 losses. Works really well with the low kicks. On WGP 69, he had a loss to Rafael Sonac by unanimous decision. He is Gabriel Pérola. Léo Levati, our official announcer, introducing the fighters to you guys. Reminding you guys, this broadcast is in English because this is a worldwide broadcast. This is not intended only for Brazilian. This is a worldwide broadcast. And first of all, I'd like to apologize to everyone in the name of the WGP for the technical issues that delayed the start of our event tonight. And thank all of you for your patience in waiting a few extra minutes for this brilliant night of fights. Blue gloves to Ian Hayes, red gloves to Gabriel Pérola. Fighters are studying each other a little bit, exchanging kicks over there. 1-2 combination from Ian. Another jab, finding the way through the guard. It is Pérola controlling the center of the ring so far. One-two combination from Ian. In and out of reach. Tries the spinning back kick. Pérola controlling the center of the ring, moving forward. Ian trying to control the distance with the jabs. Getting in and out of reach. Tries the question mark kick. Once again using the 1-2 combination. We can see Perola with a very tight guard moving forward. Ian with more volume so far. Ian changing levels to the body, to the head. Perola trying to corner up his opponent. Trying to put Ian with the back to the ropes. Question mark kick. Tries the flying knee. Still Perola stepping forward. But Ian has more volume in his strikes. Leg kick from Ian. The answer is also a leg kick from Gabriel Perola. Nice knee to the body. Once again with the question mark kick. And the first round is over. Once again, as I said before, I'd like to apologize in the name of the WGP for the technical issues that delayed the start of our event tonight. And thank all of you for your patience in waiting a few extra minutes for this brilliant night of fights. And also again reminding you guys, this is an international broadcast. This is our second fight of the evening. The first fight was William Brandão against Caleb Marcelo Garcia. Caleb won by knockout in the second round. And we are all set for the second round of this bout. Ian Hayes with the blue gloves, red gloves to Gabriel Perola. 3 more minutes for them. We still have another round, so it's 3 rounds of 3 minutes, 9 minutes in total. We still have 6 more to go. Nice 1-2 combination from Ian. Trying to feint with the leg to get inside of the guard with the 1-2 combination. Once again using the jab, trying to keep the distance. Feints with the jab, goes with the hook. Nice high kick from Gabriel Perola. Still chasing, moving forward, another high kick. Well timed. First minute already gone in the second round. Gabriel Perola trying to corner his opponent. Trying to put Ian with the back to the ropes. 1-2 combination from Ian using his volume and of course his dodging skills to avoid contact. Inside leg kick from Gabriel Perola. Ian with the 1-2 combination. 1-2 combination once again. Nice hook from Gabriel Perola. 1-2 combination as usual from Ian Hayes. Always going with the jab and the cross. Nice spinning back kick to the body. Gabriel Perola says, I feel nothing. This was nothing to my body. 2 minutes are gone in the second half, in the second round. We still have 40 seconds more to go in this second round. Gabriel Pedrola is still moving forward. Ian Hayes trying to use the volume to keep his opponent away. Always going with the jab and the cross, the 1-2 combination. A jab and a leg kick from Gabriel Pedrola. Trying to put Ian with the back to the ropes. We can see they are a little bit tired in the final seconds of this second round. Nice knee, nice knee. And this round is over. 6 minutes are gone. We still have 3 more to go for Ian Hayes and Gabriel Pedrola. This fight taking place in the Cruiserweight division. As I said before, this fight takes place in the Cruiserweight division. 85.1 kilos, 187 pounds. Current champion Matheus Nogueira from Teixeira Team, Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. The referee says it's on. We're going to the final 3 minutes of this bout. Who will take the win? Is it Ian Problema? Is it Gabriel Pedrola? We will soon know. Gabriel Pedrola with the high kick. Always trying to put his opponent with the back to the ropes. Body kick from Ian. 2 leg kicks from Gabriel Pedrola. Nice hook. Find the way through the guard. Ian tries the spinning back kick once again. Pedrola still moving forward, controlling the center of the ring. More power from Gabriel Pedrola. More volume from Ian Problema. 2 different strategies tonight inside the WGP ring. Now it is Ian with the back to the ropes. Tries the clinch to get away of that situation. First minute's already gone. We still have 2 more to go in this final round. Low guard from Ian. That's kind of a dangerous position to play on against Gabriel. He has the power. He has the significant strikes. Yeah, using the volume to avoid the strikes of his opponent. Nice front kick to the body. Tries to fight the gap. To use the hook. Spinning back kick, finds nothing. Nice hook once again. Another rear hook. Finding the way through the guard. Boxing combination from Gabriel Pedrola. We still have 1 minute to go in this bout. Front kick to the body once again, trying to put Ian with the back to the rope. No strike goes unanswered in the final seconds of this final round. They are tired, but they are warriors inside the WGP's ring. Nice 1-2 combination all the way through the guard. Gabriel Pedrola says, I feel nothing. This is nothing to me. Now a sequence of heavy strikes from Gabriel Pedrola. Final seconds, spinning back kick. Now aiming the head as we're heading to the final seconds. And this fight is over. We went all the way with Ian Problema with the blue gloves, Gabriel Pérola with the red gloves. Who will take the win? Only the scorecards can tell. We'll wait a few minutes when Léo Levati will bring us the official decision. Gabriel Pérola takes the win in our second bout of this evening. His first win on the WGP. He had one fight and one loss to Rafael Sonac. And now he beats, with a decision, he beats Ian Problema in his first fight in the Cruiserweight division. And we have much more action to come in this WGP 79. Following this bout, we have Duda Guimarães and Carol Souza. And then it's going to be Divaldo Castro against João Francisco and Gustavo Sete against William Carvalho, finishing our undercard. After that, we're going to have a quick break until we have our super fights of this evening when Augusto Almeida will face Kawan Lee, Ariel Villalba will face Lucas Buacal, Gabriel Pereira will face Ícaro Martins, Cadu Lima and Matheus Machado face each other, and Lúcia Abdelgarim against Josefa Tejas is going to be the last fight on our super fights. You just saw Duda Guimarães taking her place on the blue corner. Now on the red corner it is Carol Souza. This is our third fight of the evening. As I mentioned before, Duda Guimarães taking her place on the blue corner. Duda Guimarães from Brasília, Federal District of Brazil. Jean Paul Fernandes, her coach. Impacto team is her team. One fight, one win on her career, but she is still debuting on WGP. Also debuting on WGP, Carol Souza from Salvador, Bahia. Equipe Demolição with coach Daniel Matos and Thiago Castilho. She's 32 years old, 177, right-handed. Duda Guimarães, 18 years old, 171, also right-handed. This is the third fight of this evening. A referee in charge calling up the fighters to the center of the ring. This fight's taking place in a catchweight bout in the women's division, 64 kilos, 141 pounds. We currently don't have a champion in this division in the WGP. Duda Guimarães beginning this fight with a very good combination. Blue gloves to the youngster. Nice combination from Carol. Carol with the boxing strikes. The answer with the high kick from Duda. All to the guard. Body kick from Duda finds the way. Also good leg kick. Fighters still studying each other a little bit in the beginning of this amazing bout, the third bout of this evening. And once again, as I mentioned before, I'd like to apologize in the name of the WGP for the technical issues that delayed the beginning of our event tonight, and also for the issues we're currently having with the sounds of this night. Nice exchange from both of them. Both fighters debuting on the WGP stage. Carol Souza tries the spinning back fist. Good leg kick from Duda Guimarães. Another one. Changing stances. And I think she felt something after that. After the last leg kick that she landed. Nice body kick from Duda Guimarães. A lot of footwork from her. But it is Carol Souza with a lot of volume with the boxing combinations. Finishing the boxing combination with body kicks. Another front kick to the body from Carol. Nice spinning back fist. This one well timed. And the first round is gone. 3 minutes are gone. We still have 6 more to go in our third bout of the evening. Duda Guimarães and Carol Souza debuting in the stage of the WGP. As I mentioned before, I'd like to apologize in the name of the WGP for the technical issues that we had that delayed the beginning of our event tonight. And of course, apologies for the audio issues in our broadcast right now. We're working to resolve them as quickly as possible. Thank you for your patience. Referee says it's on. Let's go with 3 more minutes to Carol Souza with the red gloves, blue gloves to Duda Guimarães. Nice boxing exchange between them. This battle is getting wilder and wilder as the minutes go on. 30 seconds are gone in the second round. Nice cross from Carol Souza, finding the way through the guard. Well-timed cross once again from Carol Souza, landing it clean. Tries the boxing combination. Duda trying to use her legs to create more volume against her opponent, changing stances every now and then. But Carol Souza currently very patient and very calm to find the gaps with her boxing strikes. Nice high kick from Duda. Tries the clinching strikes. "90 seconds are gone in the second round. Reminding you guys, 3 rounds of 3 minutes for them to decide who will take a win in the debut of each one of them in the WGP. Heavy strikes now from Carol Souza. Tries a high kick. One-two combination from Carol. Nice cross to finish the combination. Try something over there between an overhand and a hook, and lands it clean. Once again, a counterattack from Carol Souza, very patient to find the gaps, to find the perfect timing for her strikes. Final 20 seconds. Tries a front kick to the head. Both of them trying the front kick to the head. Nice body kick from Carol. It is Duda Guimarães trying to put her opponent with the back to the corner as we're reaching the final seconds of the second round. And this round is over. 6 minutes are gone. We still have 3 more to go to Carol Souza and Duda Guimarães, debuting in the spotlight of the WGP. And we can see the orientation from Coach Daniel over there, trying to give the best advice to Carol Souza. And we're on. Final 3 minutes to Carol Souza to Duda Guimarães. The experienced Carol Souza, 32 years old, facing a youngster, only 18 years old, to Duda Guimarães, a promising fighter from Brasília. They exchange kicks over there. Nice boxing combination, finishing with the body kick, Carol Souza. Now it's time for Duda Guimarães to move forward. Does she think that she's losing this fight? That's why she's moving forward right now? I'm not sure. 30 seconds are gone. Front kick to the body, followed by a very good cross. Nice leg kick from Duda Guimarães. Close range for both of them. Nice hook from Carol Souza. This one finding the gap through the guard. One-two combination from Carol Souza. Once again, the lead hook is finding the gaps. Carol Souza counters with the straight. You can either say straight or cross, it is the same strike. Final minute of this bout. It is Duda Guimarães moving forward, trying to set another pace to this final round. But both of them look a little bit tired right now. And of course, it is not easy to fight for now 8 minutes inside this ring. Nice boxing combination from Carol. Once again finding the gaps, finishing with the leg kick. Carol is finding the timing to her boxing strikes. Always going with the boxing strikes right at the moment that Duda uses her leg to try to reach her. Final 10 seconds. High kick from Carol, followed by a boxing combination using the leg kicks, and this fight is over. Duda Guimarães, Carol Souza, both of them debuting on the WGP. And I might say, a very good debut for both of them. They made their marks in the stage of the WGP. But who will take the win? Only the scorecards can tell. Let's wait for Leo Levat with the official decision. Here comes Leo Levat with the scorecards. And it is Carol Souza taking her first win by decision. 39-year-old Carol, 32 years old actually, Carol Souza from Equipe Demolição, Salvador, Bahia. Now, 2 fights, 2 wins on her record. Debuting on WGP with a win against the youngster, the promising fighter from Vicente Pires, Brasília, Federal District of Brazil, Duda Guimarães. Carol Souza making her statement in the ring of the WGP. We still have 2 more fights in our undercard. Following this one is Givaldo Castro against João Francisco. This fight taking place in the super lightweight division. 64.5 kilos, 142 pounds. Current champion is Thomas Chacal from the equipe do Serpente. And just a reminder to you guys, João Francisco missed weight by 1.8 kilos, so he was deducted 2 points, one on each one of the first rounds. So 1 point deducted in the first round, 1 point deducted in the second round from João Francisco. Taking his place on the blue corner, from Bom Jardim, Maranhão, rooted in Goiânia, Goiás, Gorilla's fight team, Coach Anderson Braddock Marinho Araújo, he's 24 years old, 165, right-handed, debuting on WGP, with a very sharp box, he is Juvando Castro! Introducing, on the red corner, from Urbano Santos, Maranhão, Brazil, Team Cerrado Kickboxing with Coach Júlio Assunção. He's 29 years old, 169, right-handed, 5 fights in his record, 3 wins, 2 by knockout, 2 losses, but debuting on WGP. Also a striker with a very sharp box. He is João Francisco. As I mentioned before, I'd like to apologize in the name of the WGP for the technical issues that delayed the start of our event tonight, and thank all of you for your patience in waiting a few extra minutes for this brilliant night of fights. And of course, I'd like to apologize for the audio issues that we're currently having. We're working to resolve them as quickly as possible. This is our 4th fight of this evening. Juvando Castro, João Francisco, taking place in the super lightweight division. And it's on! Juvando Castro with the blue gloves, red gloves, and white shorts to João Francisco. Blue gloves, blue shorts to Juvando Castro. And the fight begins wild, very wild. Spinning back kick from Juvando Castro. And is this a knockdown? Let's take a look on referee's decision. Yes, it is. The referee opens up the counting. Juvando Castro with a knockdown in the first seconds of this bout. He's now smelling the blood. He's moving forward, changing the pace of the fight. Very strong pace from Juvando Castro. Heavy combinations. Using the spinning back kick! Oh my god! It is all over! Juvando Castro finished the fight with a brilliant move, a brilliant spinning back kick right to the head. Oh my god! This is one of those moments that will be a highlight for the year. Right in the first event of 2025, we already have a contender for knockout of the year in the WGP. What an amazing spinning back kick from Juvando Castro. You made your statement, Juvando. You made your statement. Your name is definitely on the spotlight of the WGP right now. What a debut! You can't have a better debut than that. It's impossible to have a better debut than a first round knockout with a brilliant spinning back kick to the head. Juvando Castro turned off the screen for João Francisco. And right decision from the referee calling off the fight right after the knockdown, not even opening up the counting. There is no need to open up the counting in a situation like this. And we're heading to the final bout in our undercard. Also in the super lightweight division, Gustavo Sete will face William Carvalho. As I mentioned before, this is the final fight in our undercard. He will take his place on the blue corner. From Brasília, Federal District of Brazil, so fighting home. Lutadores do Gueto is his team with coach Marcelo Pirica. He is 23 years old, 177 right-handed, debuting on WGP. Also fighting for the people in the spectrum, fighting for the autistic people. It is Gustavo Sete. The red corner belongs to him. From Guanhães, Minas Gerais, rooted in Vila Escultural, Federal District of Brazil. Juventude team is his team. Coach Cosme Pereira, he's 24 years old, 175, right-handed, 9 fights, 7 wins, 1 by knockout, 2 losses, but debuting on WGP as well. This guy is William Carvalho. And of course, a few reminders to you guys. I'd like to apologize in the name of the WGP for the technical issues that delayed the start of our event tonight, and thank all of you for your patience in waiting a few extra minutes for this brilliant night of fights. Of course, I'd like also to apologize for the audio issues we're currently having right now. We're working to resolve them as quickly as possible. And last but not least, this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP. But as you can easily tell, I'm a native Portuguese speaker, I'm a Brazilian, I can read all your messages on our chat on YouTube. Instructions given by the referee, it's on! 3 minutes in the first round to Gustavo Sete and William Carvalho. This fight's taking place in the super lightweight division to 64.5 kilos. Gustavo Sete with the blue gloves, red gloves to William Carvalho. Fighters are studying each other a little bit a little bit in the beginning of this round. This is the final fight of our undercard. Good boxing combination from Carvalho. Very good spinning back kick to the leg from Gustavo Sete. He's very quick. Tries the straight, followed by the jab. This is a 2-1 sequence instead of 1-2. Nice high kick from Carvalho. Well dodged. Whoa, the spinning back kick was fast, but find nothing but the air. Front kick to the body. 9 seconds are gone in the very first round. 3 rounds of 3 minutes to Gustavo Sete, to William Carvalho, to decide who will take the win in their debut on WGP. Body kick from William Carvalho. The answer is a very good straight from Sete, now changing stances. Sometimes fighting as a left, sometimes fighting as a right-handed. And now we can listen a little bit of what's happening in Brasilia right now. Final minute of this first round. As I mentioned before, 3 rounds of 3 minutes to Gustavo Sete, to William Carvalho, to decide who will take the win in their debut on WGP. It is William Carvalho controlling the center of the ring. Nice counters from Gustavo Sete. Final 10 seconds of this bout. Actually, of this round. First round is gone. We still have 6 more minutes to go. And reminding you guys, this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP, not only for Brazil, but to at least 60 another countries. That's why this broadcast is in English. But I can read your messages in Portuguese, of course. I'm a native Portuguese speaker. I'm a Brazilian. You can easily tell by my accent. And we're on for the second round of this bout. Gustavo Sete, William Carvalho. This fight taking place in the super lightweight division to 64.5 kilos. Current champion, Thomas Chacal Aguirre. Spinning back kick from Gustavo Sete. His strikes are very fast. Tough to predict. Nice high kick from Carvalho. And this is the kind of super lightweight bout we are used to. Quick fighters, very agile, and this make a difference in the rhythm of the fight. And you can see a wild exchange between those two. Spinning back kick to the body. Now very good straight from William Carvalho. Landing clean. Leg kick from Sete. Should I call him Gustavo 7? Nice front kick to the body. And this is the deal in the super lightweight division. The fighters are fast, they are quick, and it's tough. It is tough to find them inside the ring. The strikes are fast, but the movement is also fast. They can dodge easily if you're not quick enough. Carvalho tries the 1-2 combination, steps forward, almost getting in the counter from Gustavo Sete. Inside leg kick from Sete. Leg kick from Sete. Nice boxing combination from Carvalho, but finding absolutely nothing over there. Still controlling the center of the ring. Final minute of the second round. 3 rounds of 3 minutes to Gustavo Sete and William Carvalho. Body kick from Sete. Always changing stances, sometimes playing as a left, sometimes fighting as a righty. Carvalho trying to put his opponent with the back to the ropes. But this is not easy to do. Final 10 seconds for the second round. And the second round is over. 2 rounds are gone. We still have 1 more to go. To Gustavo Sete, William Carvalho, they will be back on for the final 3 minutes of our last fight in our undercard. And it's on! Final 3 minutes to Gustavo Sete to William Carvalho to decide who will take the win in their debut on WGP. Will we have more action in terms of striking in this final round? Will they seek for more significant strikes in this final round? We had a lot of action in terms of moving around the ring, in terms of movement actually, in terms of footwork, but we didn't have much action in terms of striking. Let's see what this final 3 minutes can bring to us. Carvalho still controlling the center of the ring. It is Sete trying to get in and out of reach. Sete now complains about a strike to the back of the head. Referee says fight on. "90 seconds are gone. It is Carvalho now off balance after that strike. Inside leg kick. The answer is also an inside leg kick, and I think he felt this one. Will this change the pace of the fight? The inside leg kick from William Carvalho was a heavy one. Tries the body kick. It is Gustavo Sete trying to stay out of reach. William Carvalho controlling the center of the ring so far. Final 30 seconds of this bout. A lot of dodging, a lot of walking, a lot of changing stances, but not much in terms of striking so far. Final 15 seconds. And this fight is over. Gustavo Sete, William Carvalho, the final fight in our undercard. This one taking place in the super lightweight division. Both of them debuting on WGP. Who will take the win? Only the scorecards can tell. We wait for Leo Levati with the official decision. And a few notes for you guys. As I said before, I'd like to apologize for the technical issues that delayed the beginning of our broadcast tonight. And of course, the technical issues we had with the audio in this broadcast. But I would also like to thank you all for your patience and for your understanding with the issues we had tonight. And we will broadcast the super fights as well, not only the undercard. Here comes Leo Levati with the official decision. Gustavo Sete takes the win. It is a win in his debut on WGP. This was our final fight in our undercard, and as I mentioned before, we will be broadcasting on YouTube the fights of our super fights actually. All our 5 super fights will be broadcasted here as well. And of course, our super fights of this evening: Augusto Almeida against Kawan Lee, Ariel Young King Villalba against Lucas Buacal, Gabriel Pereira against Ícaro Martins, Cadu Lima and Matheus Machado face each other, and closing up our super fight, Lúcia Abdelgarim against Josefa Tejes. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be back soon with the 5 super fights of the evening here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere.
With your voice in my head. ginásio do Cruzeiro em Brasília, a capital federal, cada vez mais capital do esporte, esporte no geral, artes marciais em particular, o WGP que o diga com o kickboxing, o maior evento da América Latina em trocação, vem de novo para Brasília pela 10ª vez. E dessa vez, para o capítulo de número 79. Por 79 edições, o melhor do kickboxing terá sido levado para tantos e tantos amantes do esporte em todo o mundo, por que não? Senhoras e senhores, vamos ver como é que tá o clima aqui em Brasília? Vamos fazer a galera mandar ver no barulho? Faz barulho aí, Brasília! E olha, é uma noite especial com muitos confrontos importantes para a gente acompanhar. Primeiro, a bateria de super fights que promete tirar o fôlego. Por exemplo, vão se enfrentar aqui, entre outras feras, Matheus Machado e Cadu Lima, confronto válido pela categoria peso meio médio, uma categoria que vai ser muito trabalhada aqui nas 4 linhas do ringue. Também hoje, destaque para as mulheres com a categoria peso mosca feminino. Josefa Teres enfrenta Lúcia Apolgarim, mais uma das atrações. E claro, ao longo da noite, vai esquentando mais com o card principal. Nós teremos confrontos de tirar o fôlego, com direito a special fight, envolvendo André Martins e Márcio de Jesus, categoria peso meio médio, um dos confrontos mais aguardados. O confronto principal seria o da disputa de cinturão, na categoria peso leve, entre o Cabelo Monteiro e o Edgar Boca. Infelizmente, na medida em que o Boca não conseguiu cumprir o peso, como manda o regulamento, o confronto não vai valer para a disputa de cinturão. Mas está mantido, está de pé e não deixa de ser um encontro de 2 grandes atletas. Senhoras e senhores, comecemos então com os Super Fights. Aqui no ginásio do Cruzeiro, a galera se organiza para receber o primeiro confronto da noite. Categoria peso super leve. Olha só quem vem aí. 64,5 quilos, a marca que os dois tiveram que bater. No corner azul, o primeiro confronto da noite convoca ele, que é de Nova Friburgo, Rio de Janeiro, mas radicado em Valparaíso de Goiás. É hora de Augusto Almeida!
Fight fans from around the world, welcome to the WGP 79, the season opening event of 2025. As I mentioned before, we had an amazing undercard with 5 fights, and now 5 super fights, while our super dancer, Augusto Almeida, steps into the ring. He got some new moves. Yeah, he got some new moves. I saw him dancing before. He fought in the WGP 69, a win against Lucas Alemão, WGP 75, a win against Marlon Lourenço, all by unanimous decision. Then he lost on WGP 77 to Júlio Assunção, also by unanimous decision. This is Augusto Almeida, from Nova Friburgo, Rio de Janeiro, rooted in Valparaíso de Goiás.
De Guará, Distrito Federal, o ginásio do Cruzeiro recebe Cauã Lee.
Taking his place on the red corner, from Guará, Federal District of Brazil, Bushido Brother is his team, with coach Thiago de Andrade Viana. He's only 20 years old, 179, right-handed, undefeated in the WGP, 3 fights, 3 wins, won by knockout. WGP 72, a win against Gabriel Marques by knockout in the 2nd round. WGP 75, a win against Isaac Rocha. And WGP 77, he beats Kleber Augusto by unanimous decision. And now, he faces the number 15 in the ranking of the super lightweight division, Augusto Almeida.
Radicado em Valparaíso de Goiás, equipe Fight House, técnico Sérgio Ramos, são 20 anos, 35, ele é destro, 4 lutas, 2 vitórias, ele é Augusto Almeida!
Augusto Almeida taking his place on the blue corner.
De Guará, Distrito Federal. Equipe Bushido Brother, técnico Thiago de Andrade Viana. São 20 anos, 1,79 m e é destro. 3 lutas, 3 vitórias, uma por nocaute. Ele é Kawan Lee.
And there he is, Kawan Lee. On the red corner, when the action begins, our referee in charge, Orlando Rodriguez. This is the first of our 5 super fights of this evening on WGP 79, the season opening event of the World Grand Prix of Kickboxing. And it's on! 3 first minutes to Augusto Almeida, to Kawan Lee. Augusto Almeida with the blue gloves. Red gloves to Kawan Lee. Nice combination from Kawan Lee. Starting with the body kick, then combining 2 boxing strikes. Tries the high kick. Checked. A heavier strike over there. First minute is gone in this bout. We can see both of them trying to feint with the legs. Nice body kick from Augusto. Well held by Kawan Lee. Kawan Lee finds the way through the guard with the jab. Good counter from Augusto Almeida, finishing with a very, very heavy body kick. Good boxing combination as an answer from Lee. Almeida 6 for the body once again. Tries the flying kick. Spinning back kick from Lee. Both of them finding nothing but the air. Good counter from Almeida. Final minute of the first round. Nice combination from Almeida. Using the hooks and the crosses. "30 seconds to go in the very first round. Almeida always tries to find the counter. It is Kawan Lee walking towards, and of course, it is Augusto Almeida tries to find the counter. Body kick from Almeida, another body kick, and it is all over. The first round is gone. 3 minutes are gone. We still have 6 more to go for Augusto Almeida and Kawan Lee. This fight taking place in the super lightweight division, 64.5 kilos. And of course, a reminder to you guys, this broadcast is in English because it is an international broadcast. It is distributed not only for Brazil, but to other at least 70 countries. So that's why this broadcast is in English, but you can easily tell by my accent, I'm a native Portuguese speaker, I'm a Brazilian. You can talk to me on YouTube chat in Portuguese and I will answer you in English. This is Augusto Almeida's father, a very unique figure. Orlando Rodriguez says it's on. We have 3 more minutes to Augusto Almeida, to Kawan Lee. this is an opportunity for Kawan Lee to enter the ranking of the super lightweight division. He's facing the number 15. Lee finishes the combination with the body kick. Spinning back kick to the body. Good counters. And we have a very clear dynamic here in this bout. It is Lee always walking forward to try, or at least to seek for his strikes. And while he walks forward, it is always Augusto Almeida waiting to find the counter. "90 seconds gone. Half of this round is a red gun." High kick from Almeida. Right to the guard. Well checked. Tries the boxing combination, closing up with the knee to the body, but all checked. Now it is Lee walking forward once again. Nice combination from Almeida. Tries to find the spinning back fist. Now a spinning back kick as a counter. And it is always dangerous to let yourself in a position where a counter can hit you straight. Final 45 seconds of this second round. After this one, only 3 more minutes to decide who will take a win in the WGP 79. Nice flying knee from Almeida. The answer is also a flying knee. Good combination, good boxing combination from Almeida. Twice with the hooks, now body kicks, changing levels. Tries the high kick. Good combination from Lee. Once again, changing levels to the body, to the head. And it is over. 6 minutes are gone. We still have 3 more to go. To Augusto Almeida, Kawan Lee. This fight taking place in the super lightweight division. Current champion, Tomás Chacal Aguirre. And we're on for the final 3 minutes of this bout. Augusto Almeida with the blue gloves, red gloves to Kawan Lee. Almeida now moving forward. Kawan Lee with very good counters. Almeida with a front kick to the head. Finds nothing. Good distance from Lee. Out of reach. Once again, it is Almeida trying to find the counters. Good combination from Lee. Now putting Almeida with the back to the ropes. Almeida not finding the counters. in this round and walking backwards, putting his back to the ropes. Good combination to the head, to the body, changing levels. Both fighters seem to be a little bit tired. Good combination from Lee. Is he more rested? Nice hook. Very nice hook from Augusto Almeida. But the answer is a very good jab to the head. Finding the gap through the guard. In fight from them. Nice knee. Augusto Almeida is moving forward right now. It's time for Kawan Lee to step backward a little bit. To the body, to the head. Nice hook from Augusto Almeida. Kawan Lee felt this one. A knee to the head. Another hook. It is Augusto Almeida smelling the blood. He will chase the knockdown and maybe the knockout. Good combination from Almeida. Tries the clinch. Another good straight. Finding the chin twice, 3 times, and he is down. Too much pressure from Augusto Almeida. Hits the chin once, twice. In the 3rd time, there was no way Kawan Lee would be able to stand still. As this round, it is over. Augusto Almeida, Kawan Lee. 9 minutes of an open wide fight for them. Of a war. Who will take the win? The scorecards can tell, but I'm pretty sure this knockdown made the difference in favor of Augusto Almeida. The initial fight of our super fights of this WGP 79. And a very good fight. The number 15 in the super lightweight division ranking. Augusto Almeida facing Kawan Lee, trying to find a way to get in the ranking as well.
Por decisão unânime.
It is a unanimous decision.
A vitória é sua, Augusto Almeida.
Augusto Almeida takes the win. This is his 3rd win on WGP. Now 5 fights. Actually, yes, it is his 3rd win on WGP. Now 4 fights, 3 wins, 1 loss. He recovers from the loss on WGP 77 to Júlio Assunção by unanimous decision. He may have climbed another step in the ladder for a title shot against Thomas Chacal Aguirre in the future. This question will show up a lot of times in our chat. This broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP. Not only distributed to Brazil, but to another 70 countries in the world. And as I mentioned before, you can easily tell by my accent, I'm a native Portuguese speaker, I'm a Brazilian. You can talk to me in Portuguese. I'll be more than glad to talk back to you guys on our YouTube channel.
Na sua edição de número 79. Vamos dar sequência aqui com outras super fights. A gente vai ter vários confrontos internacionais ao longo da noite. E vem aí um deles. Teremos aqui Paraguai, Brasil, Brasil e Paraguai. A gente abre os trabalhos com o corner azul, naturalmente, e, portanto, com o paraguaio. Vem aí ele, que é de Hernandarias, Alto Paraná, Paraguai, Ariel Villalba.
An international showdown in the WGP 79. The Paraguayan powerhouse, Ariel Young King Villalba, will take his place on the blue corner. He's from Hernandarias, Alto Paraná, Paraguay. Brazilian TKO is his team with coach André Dida. He's only 19 years old, 171, 5 fights, 4 wins, 1 by knockout, 1 loss. 2 fights, 1 win, 1 loss on WGP.
Ele é de Marabá, Pará, tá radicado em Goiânia, Goiás. Para os aplausos de vocês, Lucas Boca!
To represent Brazil in this international bout, from Marabá, Pará, rooted in Goiânia, Goiás, Black Tiger Flávio Costa is his team, with coach Anderson Braddock. He's 27 years old, 170, left-handed, debuting on WGP. This fight taking place in the light middleweight division, current champion Petrus Cabelinho. Taking the place on the red corner, he is Lucas Boca. Of course, a lot of Brazilians in our broadcast, but also some Paraguayans here. I would like to send a shout out to all our friends from Paraguay as well, rooting for Ariel Villalba.
Equipe Brazilian TKO. Técnico André Dida, com aquele abraço em Facu Soares. São 19 anos, 1,71 m, é destro, 5 lutas, 4 vitórias, 1 por nocaute. Ariel Villalba!
This is Ariel Young King Villalba.
De Marabá, Pará, radicado em Goiânia, Goiás. Equipe Black Tiger, Flávio Costa. Anderson Braddock é o técnico. São 27 anos, 1,70 m. Ele é canhoto, faz hoje sua estreia. Senhoras e senhores, Lucas Boacão.
This is Lucas Boacão, debuting on WGP.
Júlio César.
When the action begins, our referee in charge, Júlio César. And a reminder to you guys, Ariel Young King Villalba missed weight by 700 grams, so he will be deducted a point in the very first round. Villalba with the blue gloves, the Paraguayan powerhouse in the blue corner. Red corner, red gloves, and blue shorts to the Brazilian Lucas Boacão. Boacão now controlling the center of the ring first, trying to put his opponent with the back to the ropes. Villalba with a lot of volume to avoid his opponent. Leg strikes checked, once again checked. Boacão trying to find the reach. Now Villalba getting away of the ropes. Getting away from the ropes. Villalba, nice leg kick. Another good inside leg kick from Villalba. Another well-timed leg kick. And those leg kicks can create some damage. Nice high kick checked, but with enough power to create some damage. Villalba is now moving forward. He began this round with the back to the ropes. Now he's controlling the center of the ring. He says, bring it on. After the combination from Boca. Nice knee from Villalba, putting some pressure. Nice high kick as well. It is checked, but it's still creating some damage. Villalba pushing the pace forward. Nice body kick, another one. Boxing combination from Boca, but all checked. Nice body strike. And Boca is down. It is a knockdown to Ariel Villalba. Well, at that point, that was deducted due to missing the weight. It doesn't matter anymore because he took a point away with this knockdown. The body strikes are always dangerous. It doesn't look like the fighter is damaged, but he is. And once again, it is down, but this was just enough balance. No, it is a knockdown. Julio Cesar opens up the counting. 2 knockdowns already. One more in this round, and the fight will be over. Ariel Villalba seeking for this final knockdown. Saved by the bell, Lucas Boca. Well, the bell saved the Brazilian Lucas Boca in this very first round. 3 knockdowns in the same round will finish the fight. 4 knockdowns in total will have the same result. 3 minutes are gone. We still have 6 more to go. As you can see, the image of the arena in Brasilia. There it is, Gida, with instructions to Villalba to maybe finish this fight. A very good first round. It doesn't matter, he lost a point due to missing weight. He took 2 points away from Boca with the 2 knockdowns, and of course another point for winning the round. This was a 9-7, at least on my scorecard. And we're on to the second round of this bout. Julio Cesar is the referee in charge. The Brazilian Lucas Boca needs to recover, to find a comeback from this first round. Villalba still walking forward, now controlling the center of the ring from the beginning. Tries a high kick. Very, very good kick from Villalba. The descendant kick. Very tough to predict. Nice body kick from Villalba once again. Seeking for body strikes. Always dangerous. Nice knee! I don't know how Boca was able to stand still after that knee, but he did. High kick. Now a body kick from Villalba, putting some pressure. And Boca is down. Another knockdown to Villalba. Will he be able to be back up after this? Yes, he is. Surviving in the ring, but he's not gonna last long. It is Villalba with the pressure to clinch the win. Julio Cesar stops the fight for a moment, but it is Villalba with the knees, seeking the finish. He's trying to finish this bout in the second round. Body strike, a knee to the head. Another body strike, and it's gonna be over. What a body strike from Villalba. And it is all over. With almost 2 minutes into the second round. Too much pressure from Ariel Young King Villalba. Too much pressure for Lucas Boca to survive he was able to stand still for 2 rounds, actually 1 round and a half. But the pressure was just too much. Villalba pushed the pace forward to clinch another win to his record. Now, 3 fights on WGP to the Paraguayan powerhouse. 2 wins, 1 by knockout, 1 loss. He comes from a WGP 73 loss to Michael Souza by knockout in the 2nd round. A win by unanimous decision against Thiago Queiroz on WGP 78 and now on WGP 79. A win by knockout in the 2nd round against the debutant Lucas Boca.
E por nocaute, com 1 minuto e 40 segundos do 2º round, a vitória é sua, Ariel Villalba!
Ariel Villalba taking the win by knockout in the 2nd round. Another win to the record of the Paraguayan powerhouse. Did we see Guto Inocente in the crown? I'm reading here is, I don't know, this deciding paper is 63-2. Did we see him on the crown? I love Guto Inocente. What an amazing fighter. Ariel Villalba had a gap against the debutant Lucas Boca. He was debuting on WGP and Villalba was just too much for him. Reminding you guys, Villalba is the under-17 world champion on WACO. He was 2-time Pan American champion and 5-time South American kickboxing champion on amateur rules. Nice performance by the Paraguayan powerhouse.
3 minutinhos para nós e daqui a pouquinho a gente continua,
Well,
fechou?
we had 2 super fights so far. We have 3 more to go. We're gonna take a very quick break and we're gonna be back soon with 3 more fights. Gabriel Pereira facing Ícaro Martins, Cadu Lima against Mateus Machado, and to finish, to close up our super fights, Lucia Abdelgarim against Josefa Tejes. Don't go anywhere, stay with us for much more action in the WGP 79.
De volta ao WGP para você. Em Brasília, a capital federal também é a capital do esporte e o kickboxing que o diga. Na sua edição de número 79, um show de trocação aqui no ringue. E a gente dá sequência com Super Fight, desta vez na categoria peso supermédio, 78,1 quilos. Atenção, galera, no corner azul, ele vem do Rio de Janeiro, Gabriel Pereira.
And we're back on with the 3 final super fights of this evening. My name is Gabriel Furman, I'm gonna be your host and your announcer for tonight's WGP 79, the season opening event of the WGP for 2025. I stood in silence for a moment due to this amazing song that is playing for the entrance of the Brazilian. Taking his place on the blue corner, he's from Rio de Janeiro. Mutantes do Ring is his team with Cabelo Monteiro. He's 26 years old, 180, left-handed, 1 fight, 1 win by knockout, but debuting on WGP in the super middleweight division, he is Gabriel Pereira.
No corner vermelho, de Formosa, Goiás, hora de Ícaro Martins.
The red corner belongs to him. From Formosa, Goiás, Shoot Combate is his team with coach Edgar Caldeira. He's 34 years old, 182, right-handed, 55 fights, 51 wins, 21 by knockout, 4 losses, very experienced on WGP, 5 fights, 2 wins, 3 losses. Coming from, he lost to Marcos Carvalho on WGP 69, he lost to Gabriel Vinicius on WGP 72, in a win against Uziel Castro by unanimous decision on WGP 77. He is ranked number 6 in the super middleweight division. He is Ícaro Martins.
O raio-x das feras destaca no corner azul. Ele vem do Rio de Janeiro, equipe Mutantes do Ringue. Técnico Thiago Monteiro, 26 anos, 1,80 m, é canhoto, uma luta, uma vitória por nocaute, dá sequência na carreira dentro do WGP no corner azul, Gabriel Pereira!
Gabriel Pereira from Rio de Janeiro taking his place on the blue corner.
De Formosa, Goiás, equipe Chute Combate, técnico Reneide Caldeira, são 34 anos, 1,82 m, ele é destro, 55 lutas, 51 vitórias, 21 nocautes, ele é Ícaro Martins.
The very experienced Ícaro Martins taking his place on the red corner. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Orlando Rodrigues. A reminder to you guys, Ícaro Martins missed weight by 800 grams, so he was deducted a point in the very first round. Orlando Rodrigues with the instructions to the fighters as we are set for the 3rd super fight of this evening. After this one, 2 more super fights to go before a TV break and before our main card. Pereira with the blue gloves, Ícaro with the red gloves and red shorts. Nice knee to the body, good combination from Pereira. Nice high knee, followed by a very good jab from Gabriel. Front kick to the body. Another kick to the body. Now putting the opponent with the back to the ropes. Gabriel Pereira walking forward. Less than 2 minutes to end this first round. Nice kick from Gabriel Pereira. A very unusual combination from him. Tries the straight to get in reach. Tries the spinning back kick. Predictable. Icaro Martins trying to find his pace. Nice inside leg kick from Icaro. The answer is also an inside leg kick from Gabriel. Front kick to the body to keep the distance. Nice high kick from Icaro. He's now walking forward. He will put some pressure. Inside leg kick from Gabriel. Nice body kick from Gabriel. Another one, but those two were checked. Final 10 seconds. Nice kick to the body, but once again checked. And we are done. The first round is gone. 3 minutes are gone. We still have 6 more to go. And we can see a deep damage right to the right eye of Icaro Martins. Reminding you guys the results we had so far. Ariel Villalba was able to beat Lucas Boacal by knockout. Unanimous decision to Augusto Almeida against Kawan Lee. Gustavo Sete beating William Carvalho by decision. Gilvando Castro beating João Francisco by knockout. Carol Souza and Gabriel Pérola winning against Duda Guimarães and Ian Reis by decision in a knockout from Caleb Marcelo Garcia against William Brandão. We still have much more action to come on WGP 79. Orlando Rodrigues says it's on. 3 more minutes to Gabriel Pereira with the blue gloves, red gloves and red shorts to Icaro Martins. Nice work by Pereira. Tries the high kick, followed by a kick to the body. With the same leg, that's unusual. Unusual techniques from Gabriel Pereira. Once again, trying a combination of unorthodox kicks. Tries a kick to the body, but it's checked. Icaro is now walking backwards. Once again with a spin and back kick, but finding nothing. Tries the overhand. Kick to the body. The answer is also a body kick. Now good upper to the body. Good combination from Icaro, pushing the pace forward. Putting some pressure to it. Half of the round is gone. After this round, only 3 more minutes to decide who will take the win. Will it be Pereira? Will it be Martins? We will soon know. Inside leg kick from Martins. High kicks checked. Now good inside leg kick. Tries the high kick, the overhand. Feints with the hook to try the body kick. More volume from Gabriel Pereira. Good counter from Pereira. And you can listen to the coaches saying to work with the jabs. Not sure who is telling this. Is it Ícaro Martins' coach? Telling him to work with the jab to keep the distance. Is it Gabriel Pereira? Final 10 seconds of this round. And we are done. The second round is gone. We still have one more to go, 3 more minutes for Gabriel Pereira and Ícaro Martins to decide who will take the win tonight. And I can see a lot of supporters to Gabriel over here. Eliezer Fernandes, Pedro Dutra, Camila Araújo here supporting Ícaro Martins. Carlos Vargas asking about Ariel Villalba. Yes, he already fought and he won by knockout against Lucas Boca. Alan Mazu also rooting for Gabriel Pereira. Eric Ruggeri also rooting for Gabriel Pereira. And as I mentioned before, this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP, distributed not only to Brazil but to over 70 countries in the world. But I'm, obviously, you can tell by my accent, a native Portuguese speaker, a Brazilian. You can talk to me on our YouTube chat. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys. The final round is on. Only 3 more minutes to Gabriel Pereira and Ícaro Martins to decide who will take the win. Nice straight from Pereira. He felt this one. This is a knockdown already. Orlando Rodrigues stops the fight, opens up the counting. What an amazing straight from Pereira. And it's all over! Orlando Rodrigues calls this fight over after a heavy straight from Gabriel Pereira. And of course, the fair play, the humbleness of these fighters. After all, they are colleagues. They are work colleagues because this is their job. From one fighter to the other, much respect. And that's what we like to see. Gabriel Pereira takes the win by knockout in the 3rd round. And of course, a lot of fans on our YouTube chat celebrating the win from Gabriel Pereira, like Carolina Farias, Thiago Rios, John Souza, Pedro Dutra, Clara Simões, Eliezer Fernandes, all of them supporting the Carioca, Gabriel Pereira from Rio de Janeiro. As I said before, I'm a Brazilian, I'm a native Portuguese speaker. You can talk to me on our YouTube chat. I will be more than happy to talk to you guys as well. But this broadcast is in English because this is international broadcast of the WGP. Here comes the debate with the official decision.
A vitória é sua, Gabriel Pereira!
Gabriel Pereira taking the win in his debut on WGP. There's no better way to begin his career in the biggest kickboxing tournament in South America. You made a statement, Gabriel Pereira, beating the number 6 in the ranking, Ícaro Martins. This will definitely put you on our table. mentioned before, we had some technical issues during this broadcast. That's why we're broadcasting also the super fights of this evening on the WGP 79, the season opening event of the World Grand Prix of Kickboxing. I'd like to apologize for the technical issues that happened before in this broadcast, and of course, thank you all for your patience and understanding. And another thing to keep in mind, this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP, distributed not only to Brazil but to another 70 countries.
Categoria peso meio médio, 71,8 quilos. Vem aí, no corner azul, ele é de Joinville, Santa Catarina, Cadu Lima.
Let's go to our second to last fight in the super fight of this WGP. Taking his place on the blue corner, this fight takes place in the light middleweight division, 71.8 kilos, current champion Petrus Cabelinho. Taking his place on the blue corner from Joinville, Santa Catarina, team contender, coach Fernando Aguiar. He's 22 years old, 180, right-handed, 17 fights, 15 wins, 6 by knockout, 2 losses, 2 fights on WGP, 1 win by knockout, 1 loss. Coming from a win against Otacílio Senna on WGP 73 by knockout in the very first round. He is a promising fighter. He is Cadu Lima.
E para enfrentá-lo, de Lusiânia, Goiás, o corner vermelho é calorosamente preenchido por Matheus Machado.
Well, I was not expecting this song. From Lusiânia, Goiás, taking his place on the red corner, CF House is his team with coach Thiago Castilho. He's 25 years old, 173, right-handed, 7 fights, 3 wins, 1 by knockout, 4 losses. Brazilian kickboxing champion on CBKB, ranked number 14, 6 wins, 6 fights actually, 3 wins, 1 by knockout, 3 losses on WGP. He is the home fighter, Matheus Machado. And as the song says, he is never gonna dance again the way he danced with you, crowd. Oh, or with this late who just kind of rose. Well, the last of the romantics. Love's in the air, but I don't think the romance will last long in these rounds.
O couro vai comer. O raio-x das feras destaca no corner azul. Ele é de Joinville, Santa Catarina. Equipe contender, técnico Fernando Aguiar. São 22 anos, 1,80 m é destro, 17 lutas, 15 vitórias, 6 nocautes. Ele é Cadu Lima.
On the blue corner from Joinville, Cadu Lima.
Lusiânia, Goiás. Equipe CF House. Técnico Thiago Castilho, são 25 anos, 1,73 m, é destro, 7 lutas, 3 vitórias, 1 por nocaute, tem amor pra dar e porrada pra cantar, ele é Matheus Machado!
Well, he tried to set us to another mood.
Arbitragem, Júlio César.
Júlio César is the referee when the action begins. Fans are chanting for Matheus. And we're on first 3 minutes to Cadu Lima and Matheus Machado. This fight taking place in the light middleweight division. You might know this division as the welterweight division as well. Love is gone for Matheus Machado, now trying to reach with heavy hooks, but a leg kick was landed. Cadu Lima with the blue gloves, white shorts, black and yellow shorts, red gloves to Matheus Machado. Nice combination from Matheus, setting the crowd on fire. Not literally, of course. Front kick to the body. Good combination, both in the in-fight. In-fights are always dangerous. Matheus Machado putting some pressure. No love for him. Whoa. Wild exchange between those two. Nice leg kick from Cadu. The answer is also a leg kick from Matheus. A leg kick, but Matheus is walking backwards. Cadu Lima controlling the center of the ring so far. Kick to the body to keep the distance. An inside leg kick. Was it a low blow? Yes, right to the Netherlands. Or to Australia, the land down under. Take our time. We're back on. Julio Cesar puts this fight back on. Leg kick to the thigh. We can see there's a reaching difference, a reaching gap between those two. Still Cadu controlling the center of the ring. Matheus moving around, trying the heavy shots. Nice high kick, but it was checked. But sometimes checking the kick's not enough. Final 10 seconds. A very active first round. I didn't even see the time pass by. Did you guys see it? I didn't even feel like time was passing by. 3 minutes were quickly gone. We still have 6 more to go. Cadu Lima, Matheus Machado, fight taking place in the light middleweight division. You also might know this division as the welterweight division. And we can see a lot of supporters here. Priscila Schaffer rooting for Cadu Lima from Joinville. Milene Lima also rooting for Cadu. Carlos Eduardo looks like he's rooting for Cadu as well. Undefined name rooting for no one. Pietro Lassette supporting Matheus Machado on our chat. And as I mentioned before, this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP, sent not only to Brazil but to another 70 countries. But of course you can tell by my accent, I'm a Brazilian, I'm a native Portuguese speaker. You can talk to me on our YouTube chat. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys. And we're back on 3 more minutes to Cadu Lima, to Matheus Machado, who will take the win. We still have 2 more rounds to go. Cadu is still controlling the center of the ring. Nice body kick. Good combination. The answer with the leg kick was well timed by Cadu. He's walking forward, trying to put Matheus with the back to the ropes. Nice body kick. And those strikes to the body, they can do some damage. Yes, you might not notice in the broadcast, but they can cause heavy damage. Nice knee to the body, finishing with a good straight. Good counter from Matheus. Another counter with the overhand. Another overhand hand right to the chin. Body kick, well checked. As I mentioned before, sometimes checking the kick is not enough. Knee to the body. Half of this round is gone. Matheus looking for the counters. Good body kick from Cadu. Good counter with the boxing strikes from Matheus. As I mentioned before, Matheus with the red gloves, black and yellow shorts, white shorts and blue gloves to Cadu Lima. It's Cadu Lima controlling the center of the ring. Nice combination, finishing with the high kick. Nice leg kick from Cadu. Good combination, always finishing with the leg. Leg kicks checked. Final seconds of the round when this fight gets wild. Final 10 seconds. Good combination. Now an open wide exchange between those two. Anything can happen in a situation like this, but the bell didn't let anything more. In this second round, we still have 3 more minutes to decide who will take the win. Will it be Cadu Lima? Will it be Matheus Machado? This fight is taking place in the light middleweight division. You might know this division as the welterweight division as well. Current champion is Petros Cabelinho from Teixeira Team, Curitiba, Paraná, Brasil. I saw another girl with a rose over there. Is this a different rose? Did he give more than 1 rose away? Not sure. But we're heading to the final round of this bout. Only 3 more minutes to decide the winner of this amazing super fight in the light middleweight division. Matheus Machado, black and yellow shorts, red gloves, blue gloves, white shorts. To Cadu Lima, final 3 minutes of this fight. We had a wild exchange in the final seconds of the second round. Will the third round have the same pace? We will see. No. Nice high kick from Cadu. Very well timed. Still seeking his opponent inside the ring. Matheus is walking around, moving around. Nice overhand from Matheus. Always good with the counters. Front kick to the body. Good combination from Cadu Lima. Nice leg kick, but good answer from Cadu with the body strike. Nice high kick from Cadu. He feels his moment in this bout. He walks forward, trying to put some pressure. Matheus with the back to the corner, trying to find a counter. Half of the final round is gone. Good combination from Matheus. The home fighter, he has the fans with him in Brasília. Reminding you guys, this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP, sent not only to Brazil but to other 70 countries in the world. But you can tell, of course, you can easily tell by my accent, I'm a native Portuguese speaker, I'm a Brazilian. You can talk to me on our YouTube chat, I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys. Matheus Machado, nice jab. Well timed, finding the gap in the guard. Final 30 seconds. Good overhand. Those overhands from Matheus Machado, they are nasty. And they are so well placed. He's always landing them clean. Nice combination, he felt this one. Is the moment for Matheus Machado. And he is down. What a combination from Matheus Machado, already celebrating. This knockdown might give him the win, of course, if not by knockout on the scorecards. But what a combination. I was talking about those overhands, always landing clean. And it's all over. Julio Cesar calls this fight over. Matheus Machado, the home fighter, takes the win by knockout, and the crowd goes crazy in Brasília. Those overhands were landing so well. Clean strikes from Matheus Machado. And of course, when he noticed that Cadu was kind of dizzy, he felt his moment, he put some pressure, and he was able to clinch this win. Matheus Machado by knockout in our second to last super fight of this evening. And we can see his celebration, his happiness, while Leo Levati is coming with the official decision. Matheus Machado finding his fourth win on WGP. He was coming from a win against Fabiano Ferreto on WGP Studio 4.
Do terceiro round, a vitória é sua, Matheus Machado!
What a great performance by Machado. The strategy was to seek for the counter, and he did it so well. Ranked at number 14 in the division, he will probably climb a little, at least 1 or 2 steps in the rankings with his fourth win, coming from a win against Fabiano Ferreto by unanimous decision. He had a loss to Marcos Wasabi, this one is a tough guy, by knockout also in the third round, and also a win against Vinicius Barros by split decision. On WGP now 7 fights, 4 wins, 2 by knockout, 3 losses to Matheus Machado. And we're heading to our international bout in these super fights. In the women's flyweight division, 52 kilos, 114 pounds, current champion Juliana Laiena Cosna from Team Mannschaft Kaiser, Paraná Entre Rios, Argentina. We're gonna have Lúcia Malaonda Apdelgarim against Josefa La Doctora Tejes.
Super Fight Internacional. Categoria peso mosca feminino, 52 quilos. Hora das mulheres no ringue. Vem aí, de Florencio Varela, Buenos Aires, Argentina, no corner azul, Lúcia Apdelgarim.
This is an international bout. In the women's flyweight division, from Florencio Florencio Varela, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Picant Fight Club. Nicolas Hisk is her coach. She's 20 years old, 163, right-handed, 16 fights, 12 wins, 3 by knockout, 4 losses, but on WGP, she has 2 fights, 1 win, 1 by knockout, 1 loss. She comes from a loss against Ayelen Gonzalez by split decision. She is Lúcia Malaonda Apideugarim.
Este confronto internacional, vem aí a chilena de Santiago, Josefa Tejes.
Taking her place on the red corner, Chichichi Lelele from Santiago, Chile. Casa Leme is her team coach, Melo Sanhuesa. She's 27 years old, 163, right-handed, 5 fights, 2 wins, 1 by knockout, 3 losses. On WGP, 1 fight, 1 loss on WGP Studio 4 against Caterine Tacconi by unanimous decision. She is Josefa La Doutora Tejes.
X das Feras destaca no corner azul de Florencio Varela, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Equipe Picante Fight Club, técnico Nicolás Risque. São 20 anos, 1,63 m, ela é destra, 16 lutas, 12 vitórias, 3 por nocaute. Ela é Lúcia Apideugarim.
On the blue corner from Argentina, Lúcia Apideugarim.
De Santiago, Chile. Equipe Casaleme, técnico Melo Sanhuesa. São 27 anos, 1,63 m, é destra, 5 lutas, 2 vitórias, 1 por nocaute. Ela é Josefa Tejes.
On the red corner, Josefa La Doutora Tejes from Santiago, Chile. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Orlando Rodrigues. Sending a shout out here to our friends in Argentina and in Chile. Of course, I can see some people from United States as well on our YouTube chat. This is our final super fight of the evening, and it's on 3 minutes to Lúcia Malaonda Apideugarim. And of course, 3 minutes as well to Josefa Tejes. Fighters are clinching in the beginning of the fight. Well, not the best we can see in kickboxing when the clinch is so heavy, like in the beginning of this fight. Body strike. Orlando Rodrigues talking to the fighters. Wild exchange between those two. Good straight from Malaonda. I like their nicknames. Lúcia Malaonda, Bad Wave, Apideugarim, and Josefa La Doutora, the Doctor Tejes. Yes, those are good nicknames, aren't they? Nice exchange, now the fight's getting wild. And of course, it's getting more technical as well. Much better compared to the first minutes of this bout. Tries the spinning back fist, Lúcia Malaonda. Good combination from Josefa La Doutora. 1-2 combination from Malaonda. Nice hook, well-timed hook over there. Once again with the 1-2 combination. Tries the hook once again. Good spinning back fist. A lot of volume from the Argentine. Argentina's Lúcia Apideugarim with a lot of volume in the beginning of this fight. We still have 1 minute more to go in the very first round. André Furman, we have the same last name. But my last name has an H before the R. Inside leg kick from Tejas. La Doctora trying the high kick, finding nothing. Good combination from Mala Onda. Heavy strikes from her. Now the uppercut from Mala Onda. Reaching the final seconds of the first round. A lot of clinches in this first round that I don't like to see. Final 10 seconds. Official warning to Mala Onda. Tries the Superwoman punch. I won't say Superman punch, she's a woman, so it's a Superwoman punch. And this round is over. To the sound of Crazy in Love. Let me say a shout out to the people in our YouTube chat. As I mentioned before, of course, you can easily tell by my accent, I'm a Brazilian, I'm a native Portuguese speaker. You can talk to me on our YouTube chat, but this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP, sent not only to Brazil, but to other, over actually, 70 countries in the world. A shout out to André Furman, we have the same last name, but mine have an H before the R. Hunter Quality is also here with us. Guilherme Panda, Saudi Rider from USA with us as well. Kyle Rhino taking part in our chat. Brian Holden supporting Argentina. Deciding paper asking why Cosnard is absolutely everywhere, because she's everywhere in the ring, she's everywhere in everything. She's an amazing fighter. Yes, this is the last fight before our main card, Guilherme. Next fight is gonna be João Victor against Edson Puddy. And we're on to the second round of this bout. Lucia Mala Onda, Apideu Garim from Argentina with the blue gloves, red gloves. Gil Josefa, La Doutora Tejas from Chile. And Fernando Rodriguez with the quick action over there. Well timed strike to take Mala Onda off balance. Reminding you guys, getting off balance is not a knockdown, and you can't continue to land strikes with your opponent on the ground. Nice jab from Josefa. 1-2 combination from Mala Onda, but all checked. Elvis Martinez from Puerto Rico watching us. Nice to have your audience. Good combination now from Josefa La Doctora, the Dr. Tejas. 1-2 from Mala Onda. Nice front kick to the head. Now a good boxing combination. Josefa tries to answer with a flying knee, then a good boxing combination as well. This fight's getting wilder and wilder. Open wide exchange, free exchange between those two. Half of this second round is gone. We still have 90 seconds more to go. Good dodging by Mala Onda. Kind of the spider, Muhammad Ali. Who else has those dodging skills? Now those dodging skills are not working. Good combination for Josefa La Doctora. Back to the clinch. Last minute. After this round we still have one more to go. 3 rounds of 3 minutes. On the bout with 5 rounds gonna be the main event of this evening. Cabelo Monteiro against Edgar Boca. The belt will not be disputed tonight due to Edgar Boca missing weight. Nice job by Mala Onda, just off balance from Chileans. Josefa Tejas, final 10 seconds of this second round. Good dodging skills. I like the head movement of Abdelgarim. She has the head movement of a very fine boxer. The second round is gone. We still have 3 more minutes to decide who will take the win in our last super fight of this evening. And a quick reminder to you guys, this is our last fight on YouTube. Okay, if you're watching us on YouTube from Brazil or anywhere else in the world, this is the last fight we're gonna broadcast here. If you're following us in any other platform outside of Brazil, you will be with us for the main card of this evening. In Brazil, the main card will be broadcasted only on Canal Combate. And as I mentioned before, this broadcast is in English because this is the international broadcast of the WGP, sent not only to Brazil but to over 70 countries in the world. I'm Brazilian, I'm a native Portuguese speaker. You can talk to me on our YouTube chat. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys over here. And the final round is on. Will this fight get wilder? I hope so. Free exchange between those two. Nice job from Josefa with the counters. One-two combination to the head and to the body. Nice high kick to the head. You can see Josefa nose is already bleeding. But here comes some warning from Orlando Rodriguez, I guess so. Yes, for too much clinching. Yes. So it's Orlando Rodriguez taking a point away from each one of them due to over clinching. Excess of clinching, too much clinching. We don't like to see that. We want to see you girls exchanging. We want to see you girls fighting each other in a, let's say, a stand-up fight, a striking fight. This is kickboxing, and they are doing so well on that. Abdelgarim trying to keep the distance, tries the spinning back kick, but not well landed. She didn't have the distance for that. She was out of range. Good combination from Josefa. We can see the low guard from Mala Onda, always dodging, always avoiding the strikes of her opponent. Good 1-2 combination from Abdelgarim. Less than 9 seconds left in this bout. Reminding you guys, Abdelgarim didn't make the weight. Okay, she didn't make the weight. She was 1 pound, 1 kilo over the weight, so she lost a point due to missing weight. This point was deducted in the first round. So if she won the first round, it was a 9-9. Now Orlando Rodriguez taking a point away from Josefa Tejes for too much clinching. Good combination from Josefa. Maybe this warning, this punishment was what she needed. She pushed the pace forward, but it is Mala Onda with a very good footwork, very good head work as well. Yeah, her dodging skills are very, very fine. Final seconds of this bout. Front kick to the body. As we're gonna listen to the bout anytime soon. 10 seconds left. Good combination. Abdelgarim trying to find the knees to the body. And it's over. 9 minutes are gone. And Lúcia Mala Onda Abdelgarim, Josefa La Doctora Tejes. What an amazing battle between those two warriors. Who will take the win? Only the scorecards can tell. And we're gonna wait for Léo Levati with the official decision. Reminding you guys, this is the last fight we're gonna broadcast on YouTube. If you're watching us in Brazil, the main card will be broadcasted by Canal Combate only. This is the last fight we're gonna have on YouTube. If you're watching us outside of Brazil in any other platform other than YouTube, then you're gonna stay with us for the main card of this evening. And as I mentioned a lot of times in this broadcast, I apologize for not speaking Portuguese during this broadcast. But as I mentioned before, this is the international broadcast of the WGP, sent not only to Brazil but to over 70 countries in the world. That's why this is the English broadcast, okay? But I'm a Brazilian, I'm a native Portuguese speaker. You can talk to me in Portuguese. I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys. My name is Gabriel Furman. I am your host and your announcer for tonight's bout. And I apologize for not speaking Portuguese. I know most of you are Brazilian and you guys wish I was commentating in Portuguese, of course. But this is the international broadcast and not only to Brazil but to over 70 countries in the world. And the Argentine Lucia Abdelgarin takes the win by decision. The results we had tonight. In our first fight of the evening, Caleb Marcelo Garcia knockout win against William Brandão. Gabriel Pérola with a decision win over Ian Problema. Carol Souza with a decision win over Duda Guimarães. João Francisco was able to, Gilvando Castro was able to beat João Francisco by knockout. Gustavo Seste with a decision win against William Carvalho. Augusto Almeida by unanimous decision over Cauã Lee. Ariel Vidalba with a knockout win against Lucas Buacal. Gabriel Pereira also a knockout win against Ícaro Martins. Cadu Lima lost to Matheus Machado by knockout as well. And now Lucia Abdelgarin with a decision win over Josefa Tejas. And this is it. We're gonna take a quick break. And if you're watching us in Brazil on YouTube, this is our goodbye. I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys because we're gonna keep this broadcast only on other platforms for, of course, foreign countries. If you're watching us from Brazil, in Brazil, you can keep watching the main card on Canal Combate. For you watching outside of Brazil in any other platforms other than YouTube, you're gonna keep with us. For the main card, my name is Gabriel Furman. I was your host and announcer for tonight's bout. And I say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding for me not speaking Portuguese throughout this broadcast, because this is an international broadcast of the WGP, sent not only to Brazil but to over 70 countries in the world. I say goodbye to you guys. Hope to see you all in another WGP